A new mural in Plattsburgh, New York celebrates a connection the city has to classical Hollywood and to an actress whose bright performances battled her inner darkness.
Oh, Diz, you're a wonderful egg. I don't know, maybe if I saw you once with your hair combed or something. No, I don't think even that would do it.
Comedic actress Jean Arthur suffered from anxiety on the set of her movies, but her cheerful attitude won the hearts of moviegoers in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. Historians marked her birth home in Plattsburgh with a plaque in 2015, and in 2019, the organization Outside Art commissioned New Orleans muralist Brendon Palmer-Angell to paint her likeness on the back wall of the old bank building on Brinkerhoff Street. Outside Art, founded by Plattsburgh residents Amy Guglielmo and Julia Devine, coordinates public art projects to enhance the downtown. Palmer-Angell faced some bad weather and lots of well wishes while creating the piece on a wall that rises 40 feet toward the stars.
That is one massive blank wall. I'm really excited to work on this wall. It's a really amazing surface, and it's the biggest wall I've done to date, so I'm really looking forward to it. I've done 5 murals in Louisiana, in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and it's really special for me to come home to Plattsburgh, New York, to sort of exhibit the skills that I've learned over years, but also to contribute to the community that I grew up in.
Brendon Palmer-Angell approached us on Facebook after seeing some of the projects that Outside Art was working on, and we had a chance to look at his work, and he did a lot of portraits, and we thought he would be perfect to do a portrait with Outside Art.
I knew very little about Jean Arthur to begin with, but when you're looking for a photo for a portrait of someone, I find that you just kind of know when you come across it. I was interested in portraying the kind of strength and poise that she seems to exude. I've got 16 days to finish this mural before I have to jump on a plane back home to New Orleans.
Jean Arthur means a lot to Plattsburgh because she was born here, and we think it's nice to remind people of that and educate people who might not know who Jean Arthur is.
I'm really excited to do a portrait of Jean Arthur as an icon of the 1930s, of this golden era of film in an industry that was so male-dominated at the time. She is a really strong female presence in a field that was just so important for shaping the way that women saw themselves.
We hope it'll inspire people in the arts to recognize that there is somebody prominent in Hollywood history from Plattsburgh.
It's really special to me to be able to depict her in the town that she was born, but also coupled with the changes that we've had during our modern era with the Me Too movement, which started in film. I think a lot about what she would have experienced, but also just the beautiful things that she did during that time. This image of Jean Arthur really struck me. I think most of it was just the emotional sense, the direct interaction with the viewer. And of course, it's also just a very classic beauty shot with the hat tilted, the 1920s hat. Right now we're on day 6, and I have to finish in 11 days. I am concerned about how much I have to cover. It's still just kind of taking shape. I've only started rendering out one eye, and there's a lot left to go. So I am feeling a little bit nervous about how much I have left to do. There are a couple of days of rain in the forecast right now. The spray paint is pretty water resilient. So basically every time it rains, I'm gonna have to wait it out in the car or in the library or something like that. I can only work on parts of the wall that are dry. I'm crossing my fingers it doesn't rain. It's raining on and off today. Every time the wall gets wet, I can't work with the spray paint, which is a little bit difficult because I'm under a deadline and I really need every hour that I can use. I've really enjoyed spending time with Jean Arthur's face. It's been really enjoyable to spend time with her portrait. She's got such a soft, gentle look, but she's so confident too. She's got this sort of inner glow and strength that I just really enjoy spending time with.
I basically saw the start of this mural go up from the very beginning. I started with the details and the outlines, and it only took a few days for him to get the main paint on the wall. And ever since then, he's been adding cool details to it. It's been looking more beautiful every single day. Rainy days, he definitely took a couple days off, but you don't want paint to go in the wet. But during the dry days, you get to watch him work. It's almost like when you're having lunch, you look up and you get to see some art going up in the alleyway.
I've seen a lot of the same people walking by every day, and in the beginning they were expressing concerns about the bags under her eyes or her beard, but that was really just the underpainting. And it's been a lot of fun to hear how people's enjoyment of the piece and their confidence in my abilities in the portrait has just evolved as the portrait has changed. Jean Arthur kind of exudes this strength for me, even though I know that she suffered from anxiety throughout her life. As an artist who sort of struggles with my own self-confidence, I find that really grounding to know that she worked through it.
Yeah, that's dope.
I've gotten a lot of questions while I'm out here working about who it is, and it's become apparent to me that just like myself, so many people in Plattsburgh didn't know who Jean Arthur was before this, so I feel like it's actually playing a role in sharing with our community about this history that we share with her.
This mural is a beautiful addition to all of the art pieces that are popping up around downtown. I really feel like it brings this town alive, and it's great to see. And I actually didn't know who this person was until this art piece came up, so it's a little bit of a learning history too at the same time.
Impressive. Really cool. Hey, thanks a lot. Oh, it's so good to have a beautiful day here at the end. Those rainy days really slowed me down, and they made me pretty nervous too, because I'm getting close to the deadline and I was losing time. When it was windy, I couldn't spray paint. When it was rainy, I couldn't really put the latex paint on the wall. It really put a crimp in the schedule. I think that's it.
1,
2, 3.
Oh, I love it. I think it's a guiding light for downtown Plattsburgh. And being a Plattsburgh native, coming in here to see my parents and seeing this beautiful piece of art on the wall, it's fantastic.
It's beautiful. I can't believe someone did that work. It's her eyelashes, everything is just so real. It's like you're looking right at her. It's going to be marvelous for Plattsburgh.
I've got to head home, and I'm feeling a little sad to leave the mural behind, but I feel like it just went so well and so much love from the community. I even heard someone say that Plattsburgh just got 5 times cooler. It just seems like it's gone great.
Palmer-Angell says outdoor painted murals don't last forever, but he expects this one to survive for at least 20 years. He used fade-resistant paint, and he says he never once saw direct sunlight hitting the wall. That should keep the movie star's face shining brightly for a long time. To learn more about the work of artist Brendon Palmer-Angell, head to brendonart.com.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.